That officer is being placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
Tonight, a Charlotte-Mecklenburg police officer is under investigation and a student is injured after an incident this afternoon. All of this unfolded at West Charlotte High School this afternoon. Thanks for joining us for your news at 11. I'm Siobhan Bryant.
And I'm John Carter. WBTV's Dalford Jones walks us through what police say happened and the school's response.
A busy Friday afternoon for CMPD. Top brass telling us school resource officers were on campus handling dismissal when a large fight broke out among students. In a video now seen thousands of times online, a fight at West Charlotte High School ends with a CMPD officer appearing to slam a female student to the ground.
Officers responded to that fight and were trying to separate parties. During the officer's response, one of the officers engaged with a female student. That video or videos are obviously circulating on social media right now. We have become aware of that through several channels.
Deputy Chief Ryan Butler says the department is launching a criminal investigation into that officer's use of force and whether department policy was followed while breaking up the brawl.
The student was transported from the scene and taken to an area hospital. That student has been treated and was subsequently released.
We spoke to that student's mother, who claims her daughter had a seizure after being slammed on the pavement. She says she was checked out at the hospital and even had a CT scan before she was cleared to go home. However, that mother tells WBTV her daughter was having trouble hearing late Friday night and may return to the hospital. Authorities are now performing multiple investigations to get answers.
A separate parallel investigation is being conducted by our Internal Affairs Division to determine if any of our policies were violated.
While CMPD is still interviewing witnesses, they're asking anyone who may have video of what happened to reach out directly to a detective or through Crime Stoppers. In the newsroom, Dalford Jones, WBTV on your side.
Dalford, thank you. And Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools released a statement following the release of that video. CMS officials say, quote, "We're aware of the fights that occurred at West Charlotte High School this Friday afternoon and have reviewed the video circulating online. We recognize that this footage is deeply concerning and difficult to watch," end quote. They say they've contacted the families of students involved and continue to investigate the incident.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises due to the Most High. And yet we have another incident of police brutality, this time against a high school student, a female who weighed 90 pounds. Now I'm going to show you the actual footage of that stabbing, but first let me show you the officer who was alleged to have do this. And the reason I'm going to show you is going to be evident. This is another photo of the incident as it happened. And you see the officer right there is a melanated man. And that is one of the reasons that I think that he has been placed on administrative leave and suspended, because we all know if this was a white officer, his actions would have been defended, justified, and that little black girl would have been criminalized for behavior. Now, they're saying that this happened at a school, high school. I've been to high school, junior high, elementary, first grade. Fights happen in school. That's just what children do, and fights happen in real life. We have wars who are fighting. So a student fighting at school shouldn't warrant them being slammed on the top of the head like this. Just watch the video. This video is from the NC Beat. Shout out to my man Gerald Jackson over there, used in fair use for literary commentary purposes only. Just watch. Now, you hear the reaction from the crowd, and I'll just play it one more time because it is hard to watch, as they say. He slammed that little girl down like a rag doll. And as a result, this is what someone posted. Well, the little girl is actually being, led into the hospital. name, I think, Kennedy.
You already took the X-ray patient? Yeah. I'll say fast. Okay.
So that is the state that this coward left this young lady in, and I'll call him a coward because it seems like a lot of these black officers are quick to get aggressive with our young black children or black men or black women. There's some sick me on them master, I got a master mentality that sometimes permeate in these situations. And you hear the school talking about it's disturbing to watch and it's concerning. No, it's wrong. Hurry up and, condemn this action instead of giving those blanket statements. Now, once again, they're investigating this and they're asking people who have videos of it to contact the police. I wouldn't do so because they're probably going to try to make you erase those videos. But watch this other news article. Once again, that's going to give you some information about the incident and how, this school district is handling it as well.
Eyewitness News, we're live tonight at 10, and we begin with breaking news. A CMPD officer is on leave tonight after he was seen on camera slamming a high school student to the ground. I'm Erica Bryant.
And I'm Jonathan Lowe, in tonight for Scott Wickersham. It happened just after dismissal, Erica, in the parking lot at West Charlotte High School. Now, we blurred this video that a viewer sent to us. You can see dozens of students in a fight, in a circle, gather around each other, and officers trying to break it up. That's when an officer picks up a student and then slams them to the ground. I'm the only reporter to speak to the victim's mother. She says the officer did not handle the situation properly. I spoke with that West Charlotte High School student's mother not long after her daughter was released from the hospital, diagnosed, she says, with a concussion.
He lifted her up like almost above his head and threw her down. And then she started having a seizure, and I don't know if he tased her. It looked like he tased her, and then he had his knee on her back, and he was trying to still put her in handcuffs.
Line is not showing the moment that CMPD officer, working as a school resource officer, threw the student to the ground. It's hard to watch.
You can hear her body smack the ground.
Yep.
It almost looked as if her neck was broke.
The video shows the student stays on the ground and seemingly does not move.
She was knocked out asleep when I got there, when I pulled up on the scene.
She was still unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
It was scary.
CMPD says this incident happened in the bus parking lot during dismissal on Friday.
A fight with a large crowd broke out. Officers responded to that fight, and we're trying to separate parties.
Deputy Chief Ryan Butler says that's when the officer, who's now the focus of a criminal and internal CMPD investigation, grabbed the female student.
That officer is being placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
I feel like he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Because my baby, she's only 100 pounds, and he didn't have to do her like that.
CMPD officials now asking any students or staff who witnessed this disturbing scene to contact them.
If there are people who have video that may not be circulating virally, we are interested in seeing that information.
Now, CMPD's criminal investigation will look into whether any state laws were broken. The internal affairs investigation will examine if department policies and procedures were followed. We asked CMPD if the officer will be paid while on leave. They said that is up to internal affairs and the chief.
All right. So there you see them interviewing the mother, saying that he picked her up over her head, slammed her down, and you can actually hear her body hit the ground. And if you watch that video, when he grabs her, there's nobody around her. So she's already separated. That was a cowardly move by that black police officer. And once again, like my daughter asked me today, do you have a problem with all police? I said, no, I don't have a problem with all police. I have a problem with police who violate people's rights. And this police right here certainly have violated that young lady's right. And once again, you have to look at the racial dynamic because he was immediately reprimanded. As well, they all should when we see these things. But, this should be a warning to black officers where you just can't go abuse black kids like the white officers do, you're going to be immediately suspended. And all of the time they're placed on administrative leave, they get paid. This one, they said, well, that's going to be up to the chief. You Negroes with them badges, as I've been highlighting many stories where, black police have been even killed by their own officers. You guys better beware when you try to mimic the behavior of the white people. The scripture says, be aware of being around those of bad company or running with evil doers. And, if you're a black police officer these days, I don't think that you can deny that many police officers that you work with are evil doers. And so, fortunately for this young lady, she is doing better. This happened October 31st. Today is November the 6th. So, hopefully this young lady that's definitely traumatizing, not only for her, but all of the students. Once again, fights happen in high school. Black, white, Chinese, Indian, Mexican. So for him to come in there like that, he has been trained. He has been indoctrinated by whatever department in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg department we've known. They're the one who arrested the little 12-year-old boy a couple of months ago, a little 9-year-old boy, for riding his bike recklessly. So we see the kind of racism that exists in Charlotte, North Carolina, Western North Carolina, the United States, the America, KKKA in general. So once again, hope that young lady is doing well. Shout out to, the students and the parents and the community for sharing this and, holding that officer accountable. But it would be great if they would hold white officers accountable to this magnitude and as swiftly as they have done. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. If you like this channel, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel to grow, but it costs you nothing. But I definitely thank you, and especially you, for liking, sharing, commenting, engaging, subscribing, and interacting with this channel. As always, I pray you have peace and blessings. Scripture says all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Who keep the people informed? Stories abroad from literary work, where the narrative's wrong. The research is always on point, the commentary is hard. It's Rich Teller raising the bar. Follow along, shout out to FBA, still FTP, big up NFAC, and all my black families. It's three sides to all stories, which one you gon' believe? We run down on the false prophets when they come to deceive. 100% urban world news, current events. We don't like them lies. Media is biased, we got God beside us. Ladies and gents is power. If you don't know by now, look around me, the darkest hours. Cops squeeze their hammers, cause they don't understand. We stop and freeze with our hands and kill us off like cancer. Don't speculate before the facts on the case. Telehouse, set them straight, my smoking rich investigates. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long.